Welcome to the Antonio Parkinson Project. I am Antonio Parkinson, and today we have the interview that everybody's been waiting on. Gale Jones Carson in the building. Y'all give it up for her.
Jones Carson.
So we're going to talk to Gale Jones Carson about everything that's been going on, everything from Memphis Like Gas and Water to, she's looking at to the Urban League. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. And we want to know 5 things women do before they cheat. We'll be right back. It's the Antonio Parkinson Project. Welcome back to the Antonio Parkinson Project. I am Antonio Parkinson. I'm joined with my wonderful, wonderful co-host, Angelika Geli Woods in the building.
Hey,
y'all give it up for her. Give her a round of applause.
They're acting up behind here already now. They are acting up.
Yeah, we're about to cut up. It's going to be a hot show today. I hope y'all are tuned in because it's going to be a hot show. Got my baby mama in here. Y'all don't.
Oh, well, don't tell nobody.
Yeah, right, don't tell nobody. Right. And DJ Kojak in the building. DJ Kojak.
Okay, DJ Kojak is not green today. He said, y'all got him messed up.
You checked my shot out.
I know. I'm kind of jealous. I'm kind of jealous, but it's okay.
Man, DJ Kojak was on that Incredible Hulk. That's why he was turning green. It wasn't because of the lighting.
No, he's full of ish. I ain't gonna say that. That's why he was green.
Kojak.
I'm joking.
You see how they do me?
I'm being nice today.
She coming off the ropes with elbows today,
it's
though,
Women
man.
Empowerment Day. What is it? International Women's Day. Women's Day. I'm gonna be nice today.
Yeah, speaking of International Women's Day, it's 5 things that women do before they cheat. DJ Kojak, we coming to the men first. DJ Kojak, what is 5 things women, just give us a couple things that women do before they cheat. Hold that thought. Don't bring it. Let's bring Gale Carson in on the conversation. Y'all, look at it. Gale and Tina Knowles. I think Tina Knowles in the building, y'all.
That's Beyonce,
mama. Beyonce. Look at her.
Before we get started, women don't cheat. Women don't cheat. Women don't cheat. Unless the man starts.
So there was a disclaimer. I told y'all it was going to be a hot show. It's gonna be hot. Y'all give it up for Gale Jones Carson in the building. Yeah. Superstar.
Antonio, only you could get me out here on a Friday after 5 o'clock.
Look in her money green.
In her money. Hey, look at her. Look at her.
3 colors for Women's Month: green, white, and purple.
Okay, why?
I chose green.
Why green, white, and purple though? Is that significant or something?
Well,
You just made
purple
this
is
shit up on the
royalty,
spot.
white is purity, and green is
There you
Look
go.
at that,
Okay, there you
Gale
go.
Jones in here freestyling. She freestyling.
Honey.
I made that up for the money. I made that up for the money.
Yeah, man. We are excited to have you. So
Thank you so much.
thank you so much for being here, y'all. Look,
You been paying your child support to Antonio? You been paying your child support?
Gail, our child is grown now. So,
No, I still want some child support. I still want some child.
Y'all know that's my baby mama. So
All right. He ain't paying no child support, y'all. We got to get him in court. He a deadbeat.
And look, and she always cut up in front of company. It never ever fails. I can't take her nowhere. And then look, Angelika, I got to put up with all the dudes saying stuff when they see her walk by. Oh, she fine.
Don't say your booty fake.
Look, I tell them all the time it ain't.
Listen, I said no, her booty is not fake. Y'all want me to ask? I'll ask. You know how
What's the name of the show? What's the name of the show, y'all?
Right now?
What's the name of the show, y'all?
Yeah, we put it out there right now. Is your booty fake?
I don't know nothing. I don't even know what that means.
No, ain't no BBL.
Oh, so
Lord have mercy.
Gail say this ain't no BBL. This
this
praise
natural,
right.
Praise to Tennessee. That's all I'm saying. Praise to Tennessee.
Look, that's what's
South
up.
Memphis.
South Memphis. That's what's up. So Gale Jones Carson, 5 things a woman does before she begins to cheat.
First of all, I don't know that women cheat really. When women my age, which I'm 100 years old, let's get that out the way right away. Women just we didn't cheat. I can only handle one person at a time in my life and my family, and I don't have a whole lot of time for that one person. I got my family and I want to be on an airplane.
I heard that she want to get flued out, y'all.
Have you been flued out before?
No.
Gale fly them out. Gale make that money, man.
Gale's gonna fly her own self out.
Based on what you saying, Angelika, I ought to own the plane.
I'm
What you saying, folks saying on social media?
Yeah, I'm gonna show her. I ain't lying. I'm gonna show you the tweet. They said you make 600,000.
They say I make 600,000 now.
I said, let me ask Gale for 60,000.
Well, if I made $600,000, I wouldn't be on the show. I'd be on the island laid out somewhere.
Well, you got the nerve to be asking me for child support. I need to be asking her.
Well, if he paid his child support, I might have $1 million.
Yeah, okay, there you go. Parkinson got the money.
You be 30 cents away from having a quarter for my child support.
You're watching the Antonio Parkinson Project.
Really?
Man, but DJ Kojak, 5 things a woman does before she cheats.
Well, they get real quiet.
Are we about to get Kojak to Angelika?
They do.
They get real quiet. First, they get real
They
quiet.
started wearing new underwear, too.
Oh,
Forgot about
I saw that on TV.
Yeah,
I saw that on
you
TV.
saw that? Oh, wait a minute. You saw it on TV. Angelika, we got a pro in here with us today. She said, I saw it on TV. It ain't- Right.
One of my friends
I ain't never
said-
did it.
Oh, my God.
New underwear again?
They go start
Brand
buying
new.
new underwear. They do.
Gail, what's
I saw that on the movie. I saw it on the movie.
Oh, so sexier underwear? Is that what it is? Or
Well, it's probably just new.
so they get rid of the granny panties and go to the and start pulling up at the secret, right?
Well, I can't remember the movie, but it was a really good movie about this lady who was cheating on her husband. But he was cheating too. But when people doing all that cheating, they need to get a divorce.
Yeah.
When everybody's cheating, just go be single and do what you want to do.
Or be open, have an agreement.
Well, most of them don't have no agreement.
Kojak, what's the other things they do? We know they wear new panties now. Thanks for the alley oop to Kojak.
I appreciate that.
Okay.
Let me see.
They get quiet.
They get quiet. First thing they start saying, they start speaking up a little bit more.
Oh, okay.
So let me tell you
my
Okay, so when men mess around,
Go ahead.
they go start an argument. You say the women get
Yeah.
quiet. The men go start an argument so they can run out the house and have an excuse to leave home. So you say the women do the opposite. Okay.
They do
Just-
Okay.
Just like a Virgo.
Yeah.
To flip it back to the men. Flip it back to the men. Right.
See what she did.
Flip it back on the
You
men.
know about the
Man,
Virgo.
look, I know, man, just like a Virgo.
Angelika,
She a true Virgo.
She a true Virgo.
A true Virgo.
True
Read it.
Virgo.
A true Virgo.
Angelika, 5 things women do before they begin to cheat.
he didn't do finish his other two.
Oh, okay. What you got,
Yeah,
Kojak?
he ain't got no women.
Kojak,
No,
he don't
no.
mind
It's
tossing.
International Women's Day.
Yeah,
So let's
give the
do
women
it.
a chance.
Come on, let's do it.
Tell your secrets.
No, I think
wanna
we
hear this.
argue at first. We fight. We try to get you
Angelika,
changed.
how you know about that?
Oh, I used to have like 3 boyfriends at one time.
How she know about that?
I had
That's
3
a
boyfriends
really
at one time.
did you?
Hey, she
Oh, but you wasn't married then.
I wasn't married.
Oh,
I was
well,
cheating on my
then,
husband now.
okay.
No. You got to answer to the Lord.
I hope he listened to that.
Oh, he know. He said I was terrible. He didn't want to date me because I had 3 boyfriends. I would tell him about him. I would text him, show him the thread.
Yep, she was showing up at the happiest hour.
Yeah,
All
I did.
3 of them
Yeah.
was in the room at the same time.
Yeah, I have had all 3 of them in the room at the same time. There's always one that knew.
I was in a meeting with a man last night, and he had 2 of his women at the table. I'm like, Lord, you know you're a hot man.
Hey, not according to them women.
Yeah. Hey,
Not according to them women.
Hold on now. We need to stop. We need to cut the conversation and go behind the scenes.
No, I'm trying to figure out 5 things. Okay, Angelika, y'all start arguing.
We don't care. We argue at first. At first, we're invested. We want to argue, and then we're real quiet because we don't care no more. We're not invested. Then we mentally check out. So no matter what you say, we're gonna agree or whatever, and we're gonna move different. We're gonna definitely move. Our routine gonna change. We're gonna move different. I don't know about buying no new underwear because whoever you messing with, everything is new anyways.
Wow,
You ain't get my money.
That's a great point. Angelika
It's
said
new.
old bras work too.
But see, I'm on a budget. I ain't making $600K. So you gonna get these same draws. It's new to him anyways. Okay, see, it's okay. I ain't just nonsense.
Well, I want to clarify something right quick. So, Angelika is young enough to be my daughter, so we different generations. So
Yeah.
she knows some stuff I don't know about cheating.
Oh, what you saying? So you got
trying to say you ain't never cheated again.
So what you saying? We got a little cougar pup and a little cougar happening. So what? Give them some advice now.
A cougar's the one who see the younger men. I don't think Angelika's seeing younger folks.
I wouldn't talk about
Angelika. Only 10 years old.
I'm a tenderoni.
Kojak, what you think, Kojak?
I don't know. You listen. Well, let me ask you. Since we talk about cougars.
Okay. Kojak, a question, y'all. I'm leaning in. But what you guys think, Kojak?
Red done walked in the building. Kojak
He done brought something else out. He
Change the whole.
Yeah, the new life.
What are you a cougar hunter?
No, I don't
cougar
hunt.
hunt.
Period.
Okay,
I don't hunt. Period.
Are you? But you're definitely hunted.
Oh, she hunted.
But you're definitely hunted.
They hunt you. The young guys hunt you.
Well, they do, but I don't. Look, I look at Susie Sausage Head written on the top of my forehead. No, I do not.
You're watching the Antonio Parkinson Project.
What's the youngest guy you dated?
Look at her posture. Look how she took a stance.
What's the youngest guy you dated then? Age gap.
Okay.
10 years.
No, the youngest difference in age, I would say, was maybe like 6 years.
You older? You were 6 years old? Woo, I got a shot, y'all.
There you go.
6 years. Hey, how did that work out? Apparently, it didn't work out very well. Look, he ain't around no more. Or maybe he is.
No, I dated him 7 years.
Yeah, step up to the mic, though. Step up to the mic.
I dated him 7 years.
You said
that's longer than
7
some people
years.
stay married.
7 years. So that, you're right about that. So did you schooling?
Hey, I ain't in the business of trying to school grown people now.
I heard that.
I ain't in the business. I don't have time. No time to be.
Did you learn anything?
No, he couldn't. Who could teach a Virgo anything?
No damn body.
Nothing. You can't tell Virgo. Nothing.
You heard that. You heard that, right? Man.
We might pretend and let y'all think y'all telling us that.
Oh, no, y'all don't be pretending. I told Gail about herself, right? When I found out she was a Virgo, I said, this is what they do, right? You tell them about themselves, they get mad at you. They go disappear, fix what you said, come back like ain't nothing happened, and then be like, hey, yeah, what's up? Ain't nothing happened.
No, you're right. Yeah, listen.
We don't know nothing about that, do we?
Right. Man, look, my mama's a Virgo. I grew up with a Virgo, so I know Virgo.
Oh, you know,
And Gail and my mama act the same exact way. I swear they do.
You sound like D. Harris.
Yeah, right. But Gail, let me tell you about Gale Jones Carson. Gale Jones Carson is one of our most talented people that we have in the city of Memphis. And you notice I said people, not women. One of our most talented people we have in the city of Memphis. Gail was a mentor to me on my first board. I was on the Memphis and Shelby County Music Commission. Here's the best thing she did for me. She said, she came in there, she's always reading, always. She came in there with this book. I said, what you reading with your fine self? I didn't say that. I didn't say the fine self. I was thinking in my head. Yeah. Right. But I said, what is that you're reading? She said, The Art of War by Sun Tzu. Right. And she said, I think you got the book for me. Yeah. I think she got that book for me. Right. And I remember when we were going through this war on the music commission, right? And they were ousting my friend Jerry Schilling. And I was telling them, man, that's wrong what they doing. Gail was like, this is how boards work. I was like, damn, right? I was like that because the way I saw it, Jerry had brought his friends on the board, and the first thing they did was fired him, and I was like, damn, am I right, Gail?
He's right.
Yep, and that was a crash course in Memphis rich white folks politics to me, right? Yeah, seriously, because that's what it was. Am I lying?
He was on the board.
Yep.
I was glad to see him on the young man on the board.
I had braids then. See, Gail been my baby mama for a long time. See, I had braids in my hair. I had a gold tooth in my mouth at the time.
But I gave him that Art of War rate real quick.
Sure did. Hey,
and we needed it for the political arena.
Baby, what you said, man, look, that book, and I try to school our young folks on it, right? Shout out to my colleagues Justin Jones and Justin Pearson, Afro Justin and Ponytail Justin. Yeah. You got to understand. You have to understand strategy in war. You have to understand it, right? And Sun Tzu talks about that when you're coming up against a bigger army. It got to be a different strategy, or you'll get annihilated.
And another thing I learned, and I'm not going to just say young people, but a lot of people, period, they don't know who to fight. They don't know when to fight, and they don't know how to fight. So go sit down. Till you learn all of it.
Take 2 seats. Y'all hear that? Ooh, that's a clip right there. That is a clip. We clipping
bars.
that.
Bars.
Yeah, for real. Seriously, real talk. So Gail, we are ecstatic to have you. I don't even know if anybody ever got an hour with you to do an interview. Baby, we maximizing this, though. We're getting all of this.
Does he think I'm going to stay here an hour?
We're getting all of this. Hey, that's what Lee Harris said.
Said you get 20 minutes.
Look, Lee Harris was like holding up a sign like, help me. Yeah, somebody come get me.
Do you know how long it took me to drive from Covenant Pike and Summer to way down here. That was 30 minutes right there, my time.
Well, you're in the capital of Memphis, so this is welcome to Raleigh, the capital of Memphis, and so that's what happens. That's how it goes when you come into the capital.
Okay, so well, Raleigh does have some great elected officials who care about this community, and y'all better care about Fraser too, because some of y'all cover Fraser.
Man, we mess with Fraser, and I ain't even elected from Fraser, but
Fraser
was where I cut my teeth.
Yeah, all right, that's what I'm saying. So we got you, we got Michaelin,
right?
We got Rhonda,
right?
We got
Caswell,
Cass
Weezy, Stephanie Love. Yep, that's
all
right.
in the house. Right. They care about Fraser and they care about Raleigh.
They care about people more than
care about people.
Interesting
but
thing,
especially those in Raleigh and Fraser.
Yeah, that's right. Interestingly enough, every one of those people that she named, came through what we call our formula here in the North for electing, elected officials, which is they got to come from the ground first. They have to be working with the people before they decide to run for office, because we don't back people that just show up and stick their hand out for a vote.
Yeah, and so I worked with the leaders of colors for a while. I was a coach, and so we had young people coming through there, basically initially to be prepared to run for office. And some of them I tried to explain to the folks working on the program, you need another track for people who don't want to run for office but want to help good people get elected.
Right.
So as I train these people or work with these folks, I would always tell them, first of all, you need to be known in the community. You need to work in the community. You need to go to all the churches. You need to work with the community leaders, but you got to work where you want to run. Because you step out there, don't nobody know you. You ain't gonna have no money, and you definitely not gonna be no incumbent if you haven't worked in the community.
Right.
So what you say is key. You got to be a part of the community, and you got to work in the community, and you just can't just show up thinking people gonna vote for you, other than your family. And some of your family might not vote for you.
Won't. Look, and it's interesting. I want to come back to that part too. See, I wore my shirt today. It says, "I am not a politician. I am a servant that happened to get elected." And so it's just fun that we're talking about that, because our strategies and ideas is all about serving people first.
Serving people first.
You get elected. Now, here's what I call the definition of a politician, right? A politician is going to show up with their hand out asking you for something before they've even served you at all, right? And you think about that, right? You got people that show up, you ain't never seen them before in the community, and all of a sudden they showing up asking you for a vote. Man, you don't get your ass out of here.
They don't work. People don't work like that. A lot of, and people. So that's why some people, they don't have confidence in some of the elected officials, because people show up, and then some of them who show up and do get elected, they don't feel that they are serving our community. So many people, when you look at the voter turnout for a lot of elections, we have 75 to 80% of the registered voters who don't vote. They don't, because you know what they're saying. They don't feel like whomever's in these offices are going to change the condition of their lives, their family lives, or their community lives. I mean, look at the numbers. The numbers will tell you 75 to 80% of the registered voters don't vote.
75 to 80%.
Yeah, look at the mayoral races. Look at what percentage of people actually voted. Less than 30% actually voted out of 500-some-thousand registered voters. So we have very few people who are voting, and I guess I want to say that they care about who's in these offices, but these other folks, they look at the conditions that they live in every day and don't see anybody changing. And that is and it ain't just Gale talking. Look at the numbers. I keep up with data. I read. I'm a black person who read.
She's a black person who read. But that just goes to show you too that you have a small percentage of the population choosing the leadership.
It's a small percentage.
And that says something, right? And so when you do not vote, you're literally handing control of your life, honestly, to other people to decide for you.
And some people don't realize too, Antonio, that these local offices like city council and places, they vote on stuff that affects their lives every day. Right. And potholes are real important. That's what city councilmen vote on. Potholes and streets and all kinds of stuff, garbage. That stuff affects our daily lives, those decisions. So, and I think maybe a lot of people don't know that these are the people who vote on things that impact their lives daily.
Yeah. Public safety. Police department.
Every day.
All of those things that are closer to the people.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But a lot of people feel like their vote doesn't matter. I think it's an ignorant statement. Yes, I said ignorant. Say like, why vote? Because it's not going to change anything anyways. I'm like, if it doesn't change anything, our ancestors died so that we could vote. So at least exercise your right. Even if it doesn't change anything, at least exercise your right. Because at one point we weren't able to vote.
But if we exercise our right, more people exercise our right, then we will be, elected officials would know we're going to hold them accountable.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Right
That's
now,
true.
a lot of them are not held accountable.
They're not. Me and Parkinson were just talking about that. I said some people that, when we had the last race, I seen them, said they're going to do something. They're in the office, you don't even answer your phone. Oh, okay. You remember that.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, you say you're going to do all these things, but then when I actually reach out for you to do those things, you screening me. Yeah. Clip that.
Ain't nothing worse than a
screening me.
non-responsive elected official.
Well, Antonio, I understand you don't leave your district. You just work out here in your district. You work.
Man, what? Work, spend my money, live,
and so when they come at you, the candidates have over $100,000, still can't beat you, I understand.
That was a waste of $100,000. and they spend it, though, right? Am I right?
Exactly.
They spend it.
And they still, but the same thing was like Sarah Lewis. Sarah Lewis was unbought and unbossed,
Right.
and they came at her with candidates with all kind of money. They couldn't beat her because she was a people's elected official.
We sold up.
Yes.
Yeah. But Gail, let me ask you this: why is it that message that people died for your right to vote? Why is it that it doesn't resonate to people?
Well, I think it doesn't resonate with a lot of the younger people because a lot of the younger people, nothing resonates with them. A lot of them don't even want to watch series or movies about our Black history. For some reason, they are detached, and I don't know if it's because their parents didn't pass things down to them. It just doesn't resonate, a lot of stuff. But my mom, when I turned 18, you better believe she had me at the polls. She was into civil rights. She was into voting. She knew the importance of, so all that stuff was passed on. I passed it on to my children. How many people are passing on the importance of voting or the importance of standing up and fighting for social justice, racial justice, economic justice? How many of us are passing it on to our children that is very, very important, not just for them, but for their children and grandchildren?
Right. Well, you're watching the Antonio Parkinson Project. We're going to be right back because I want to ask Gail how important or why, rather, there is such a gap between the generations when it comes to policy and when it comes to civil rights. And so we'll be right back. You're watching the Antonio Parkinson Project. Don't go anywhere.
It wasn't me and you together, supposed to be forever. Plus we were lit together, pop out matching Gucci sweater. It wasn't they can tell her, no when they see us they jealous. I took you through some but you still got me through whatever. I can't answer why you won't leave. You think he better than me? No, I kept it too screen. Can't find no better than me. Mama told me say what I love. My bro say let her just be. I can't keep going back and forth. I should just let her go free. Cause if you stay then go on and on and on, trying to tell me I'm wrong cause I did not make it home.
Come visit Dog Team. We offer in-store mobile boarding and grooming, as well as premium foods for pets. Located at 420 North Cleveland Street. Open Monday through Friday from 9 to 7. Visit our website at dogteamproducts.com to learn more.
Hey, man, this is Marcus with Unapologetically Memphis. We tuned in to the Antonio Parkinson Project. Big Memphis.
You're watching the Antonio Parkinson Project.
Welcome back to the Antonio Parkinson Project. I am Antonio Parkinson, and I got my wonderful co-host in here, Angelika Geli Woods. Y'all give it up for her.
Hey, I'm looking at the comments, I'm looking at the comments.
What they saying?
They said mass incarceration, evictions, and school closings hurt voting.
Man, y'all ass gonna let me introduce Kojak
I'm
before
sorry,
we get... Look, these women, I know it's international women.
Yeah,
International
women.
DJ Kojak in the building. Give it up for DJ Kojak.
Oh, yeah.
In the building. All these women just come in and take over. We got our wonderful special guest. I was about to make you a host because that's what she's doing. But we got our wonderful guest in here. Gale Jones Carson in the building. Yeah, give it up for her. Give it up for Gale. Yeah. So before we jump back in this conversation, I do want to send a shout out to my guy, Rick Farwell with R&R Liquors.
Rick,
we're going to test this out, Rick. This is
That's a pretty bottle.
It is a pretty bottle, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is Mountain Dew, though, y'all. Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
MOUNT.
I drink the real Mountain Dew.
A-N-D.
So it's no alcohol.
Yeah, no, I don't.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
No, I don't care.
Kojak.
Them some heathens. I don't drink. I drink real Mountain Dew.
Okay.
Cricket.
Yeah.
Right. So Gail, thank you again for being here.
Just put the check in the mail.
Right, we got you. We got you. You put the check in the mail. Hell, you making all the money. Right, 600.
I promise you, they put like three zeros in there too many.
They did. Of course they did. Yeah.
Whatever, Gail.
Right. Yeah. So Gail, I do want to talk to you about. First of all, I have to applaud you for your strength. You know, you are. Yeah, I can't. This show will not be able to detail how magnificent this woman really is. Real talk.
Thank you.
Right. You know, she's dealt with tragedy. You know, she's dealt with triumph. You know, she's dealt with letdowns. She's dealt with success,
beat downs,
and some more. How do you? We know. I met your mother before, so several times. As a matter of fact, we know. You dealt with that. You dealt with a son, and others in the family. How do you
look? I lost two brothers in 2007, a sister in 2008, a sister in 2016, and my mother in September. And my mother, she outlived 5 of her children. So, of course, I lost one son, but, after I lost my son, he was 17 in a fatal car accident. And, once I got up, I thought it was just a few months, but my sister in New York told me, no, Gail, you was out of it for at least 2 years.
Oh, wow.
So I just, one of the ways I deal with grief and hurt and pain and just life is just to work. I work a whole lot. I have granddaughters, family that I love to death. I spend time with them. And so I just keep it moving. I stay focused. I'm no nonsense. I don't deal with no mess, none at all. And I work. And so by the time I get through working, once my head hit the pillow, I'm knocked out. I wake up in the wee hours, I'm working. I have 2 or 3 laptops, two laptops in the bed, one over here. So that just keeps me going. And then I grew up with a mother who, she had 4 sets of twins.
4 sets of twins.
4 sets of
twins.
Right?
Yeah.
Me and Gail got twins.
Angelika twin too.
Yeah, me and Gail, our baby.
Angelika, her and her sister finally paid a trick on me.
Yeah, we did. We got
They got me real good.
They fine too. Both of them. They beautiful girls. The twins.
But my mom, she had 4 sets, and all of us was boy girl each time. We were all 2 years apart. The baby set of twins. One of them, the little boy died of crib death when he was about 4 years old. So my mom had 2 losses within a matter of months. That baby, my baby brother, and her father. So she had like 2 6-year-olds, 2 4-year-olds, 2 2-year-olds, and one baby because one had died. So I saw this lady. So she went back to school, to night school, and then I saw her get her 2-year degree at ON. It was before it was Lamont ON. Then she got her bachelor's degree from Lamont on after they merged, and she got her master's degree. And all while she was going to school and raising these children, my grandmother lived with us because she had to help her. She was catching a bus, going across town, transferring to go iron somebody else's clothes. Wow. So this is what I grew up with, this kind of strength and tenaciousness.
You're watching the Antonio Parkinson Project.
So, of course, we're going to get some of that, and so she's one of those people, she marched with Dr. Martin Luther King. I don't tell you about the bricks she threw. I was doing it was out in the street, y'all.
Apple don't fall far from the tree.
She was fighting for civil rights, social justice. That was my mom. She was real involved with the Rainbow Push. She got involved with the NAACP. So my mom, so all of this I saw growing up in this one woman who raised all these children. She just was a fighter. And so I'm thankful that much of who I am today. And as we talk about Women's Month, much of who I am today and the strength that I have to give it to my mom.
She's like the perfect guest for today. Hello.
Right.
And then I do want to say, in addition to that, she ended up being the first woman U.S. probation officer in this whole region. Not first black woman, but the first woman, period.
Yeah.
Then she got promoted. Before she retired, she was the second highest person in her office before she retired. No black had ever had that position.
Wow.
So I had big shoes to fill.
Yeah. And which is perfect segue. Gail, and I know that was your mom, right?
Yeah.
But how important was it for her to show you from her generation and pass that torch, though? Because a lot of that's missed, and I think that's what part of our problem in the culture.
Well, and I also think it's her generation. Remember, people in my mom's generation, when she died, she was 85. So a lot of African Americans who were in her age, they felt every day the injustice. They felt the discrimination. They felt the hurt. They saw the killings, and so they had. Even though we see this today, they lived it.
Yeah.
Some of our folks, these young people today, they just read about it. They see it on TV. Our parents, they lived it. I mean, they lived. So it was easier for them to pass it on. But some of us, not me, don't include me. Some people, some of us, we started doing better financially. And we didn't continue passing it on. Yeah. And so Johnson Salisbury, who's founded the April 4th Foundation, he has a program about passing it on. He works with young children and passes this history on. So enough of us not doing that. So these young people, so a lot of young people a lot of these parents today, they're not passing it on. Right. And some of them feel like I have arrived. I have arrived. So I don't have to pass it on. But any of us can fall any day. Any day, any second.
Yeah, and I can tell you too, the way the Tennessee legislature is moving, man, if they
I pray for y'all. I pray for y'all because I'm just saying it's so much, not just going on in the Tennessee legislature, but all across this country where voting rights and voter suppression, voting rights are being taken away. Voter suppression is happening all over this country. I just got an email the other day, Antonio, about a bill that's in Nashville right now that's going to reduce the number of voters that organizations like the NAACP can register.
Yeah, that's right.
That's another form of voter suppression.
That is, yeah.
So we're having all these kinds of things today, but I still don't see. I'm just wondering, when are the young people going to get engaged like the two justices? When are they going to get engaged like them? When are they going to get passionate about stepping up and being a Martin Luther King, doing it peacefully? And then, my guy Malcolm X, he came on around. He was peaceful. I loved mine. But we can do things peacefully, but we got to come together as a people to just fight these injustices that we're seeing every day all across the country. So and it just seems like it's gotten worse these last few years, the injustice.
Right. So let me ask you this. So, there's a debate, when it comes to, the civil rights movement and what we were fighting for, right? There are some that are saying we were fighting to dine at other people's tables that we weren't invited to. There are some that say we should have been fighting to get the money to build our own table. Where do you fall on that?
I think you need both tables.
Okay.
I think you need both. So a friend of mine, good friend of mine, told me a few years ago, she said, Gail, you're going to be upset with me. I said, upset with you about what? She said, well, because this mayor, who was a Republican mayor, had appointed her to a board. I said, I'm not going to be upset about you being appointed to the board. I said, because you know what? You need to be at the table. But what I'm going to be upset with you about is when you at the table, that you ain't speaking up for your people. I said, that's what I'm going to be upset about. But you need to be at the table. So we need to be at that table.
Right.
But we do need our own table.
Right.
We need that. When we get to that other table, that might help us accelerate getting our own tables.
Right. Yeah. Because I've always found that what we build, they always come to us.
Exactly.
Right. And and so I've never had a desire to fight to dine or eat somewhere, and I'm using this figuratively, obviously.
Well, I went and got my chillings from Miss Melanie today. So.
Were you there today?
Oh, I did.
We were there today too. I went today. I took Michelle for the first time.
Did you get chili?
I can't do no chili. Yeah, I can't do no chili.
Don't tell me you don't eat chili because black people tell me they don't eat chili. I started looking upside down.
I don't eat chili.
Why you don't eat no chili?
Because they smell like shit.
Why? No, well, I like them. I eat them.
Right.
They cook them on Fridays. Some Fridays I go get them. I got some today.
They do. There's a thing out there about people that eat chitlins. They say they do other things. So I am.
I haven't been, I ain't heard nothing about chitlins.
Kojak ain't said nothing. Kojak,
I don't eat chitlins.
Wait a minute. Am I the only person in here I'm not the only real black person in here.
You
not the only real
as red as you are, you it.
You're watching the Antonio Parkinson Project.
But look, I did go in there and tear that catfish up though. That catfish that spaghetti was some fire.
You ain't been to Miss Miller.
You gonna owe us a sponsorship, ain't she? We talking about her.
Right. And she's a wonderful person. Come from civil rights too.
She said that her husband was part of the sanitation folks.
Yeah.
Who led the sanitation folks that fought and died for.
Right.
Her husband was one of them, and she sits there. She was there today. She's right there at the restaurant every day, and she does a lot of the cooking.
Right. I came in there, and spoke to Nita and them and Theo and them, and I didn't even see her.
I'm glad you mentioned Theo because he get up again. You ain't speak today. I always speak Theo. I'll never leave out here without speaking.
Shout out to the Leach family, but she leaned forward. I didn't even see her. She leaned forward in the kitchen. Touche. Come here. And I said, oh, there she is. That's my boo right there. Man, we love the Leaches. Shout out to the Leach family, man. Shout out to the Leach family.
They've been around a very, very long time.
Yeah.
I remember going to their restaurant. It used to be called, well, now it's Miss Girlies. It used to be Melanie's. And it was on Watkins.
Right.
And I remember going out there like in the 80s and 90s. And then they moved over to where they are now.
Right.
So they've been around a long time serving this community.
And not just serving food, but they serve incredible food. Listen. Miss Gurley's restaurant, at Chelsea and Danny Thomas, just pull in through the gate and pull in the back and go in the back. Best soul food in the city.
Best service.
You're going to get loved on when you go into Miss Gurley's. Definitely.
Now, Gail, can we say something about this? I told Parkinson, and now we're going to get in trouble for plugging these folks. When you ate at Exactly's, wasn't that catfish good? He haven't had exactly the other catfish.
I've been to Exactly's.
Well, you said you didn't have the catfish.
I didn't have the catfish. I went for the brunch.
Yeah, wasn't that catfish good? Look.
Everything I've had by that company, organization, it's been good. The catfish was really good.
So good.
And I've had their breakfasts.
Okay.
It's very good. They serve good food. Yeah.
Good place
We'll give them a shout out. We don't want to leave out.
You got to pay for shout out.
We want them to be a sponsor.
This is Women's Month. We're going to shout out to the Four-Way Grill. Four-Way Grill owner.
Oh, man. Four-Way Grill. Look, top 5 soul food restaurants in Memphis. What are they?
Tap in.
Wait a minute, what?
I was going to say tap in. Go ahead.
Oh, tap in. Yeah. Oh, y'all that's watching. Tap in. Top 5 soul food restaurants in Memphis.
What about the place by Central, like Miss Peggy's?
I want to know what they think.
Miss Peggy's is good. Miss Gurley's. Four-Way Grill.
Steens was some fire. You hear me?
We got one more. We got one more.
Let's see. What about Stevie's brother? Stevie Moore's brother, Willie Moore's.
Willie
Moore. It ain't Willie Moore. It's Willie Moore.
When my sister from New York comes down here, her and her husband, they go straight to Willie Moore.
Willie Moore. And for all of you that are traveling, it's not Willie Moore's like it's spelled. It's Willie Moore.
Clear.
That's how the black people pronounce it.
Right.
Somebody said the catfish fire. I don't know which catfish. Can we talk?
Right.
Yeah, okay.
Hey, y'all chime in. Those of y'all that are watching, what's top 5 soul food restaurants in the city of Memphis?
Tag them.
We want to know. Tap in. Tag them.
That's what you were saying.
Yeah.
Can I say something about Gail?
I've learned something.
Why do you always ask for permission to say something? And you're a co-host. Just
because
say it,
you there, you know he be daddy mode. Y'all know he kind of honcho.
Yeah, don't let him talk. Big mama, don't let him talk about it like that.
All right, Angelika. All right, I got to pull the Godfather on you.
Listen, Gail was my boss. I still call her boss lady, okay?
Oh, Lord.
And I worked there. I worked 2 weeks with her, and she promoted me.
I sure did because I believe in young people.
She promoted. No,
well, I believe in quality young people.
That's what's up.
She promoted me, and I told God, I was like, no, I'm not going, but whatever. I still say yes. And she let me lead a team of 7 people.
That's
awesome. 2 weeks of knowing me and promoting me, people swear for Lord. I knew her. She was my godmama. I'm like, I never even met the lady a day in my life.
No, when I interviewed her, I really wanted her for a supervisory position, but that position wasn't open. So just so happened, a few weeks after she was hired, we had a reorg, and I was allowed to make some changes, create a whole new area, and she sold me on her interviews.
Right.
You know, some people do good on interviews, but they don't do the work.
Right.
Angelika did the work, and she told
worked me like a dog. But I'm really
I could depend on her. I could depend on her. I could depend on her.
I was gonna come through. If you put a chance on me, I'm gonna come through. I ain't
She
gonna have to hurt
did.
crazy.
Now we ain't gonna even go through the rest of them because she heard me on the end, y'all. But
No,
let's do it,
let's talk about it.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it.
now she heard me.
Fine.
That was the Virgo. That was the Virgo.
Okay, so she left me, y'all. She left me, so that hurt.
Right.
I didn't want her to leave. I did not want her to leave.
Right. Look at it.
I did not want her to leave.
Where you going now?
But Angelika, we did have a good team of people though. She had a good team of people working for her. And I had a good team. I was really happy with the folks I had.
But you know, Angelika's special though. Real talk. She really, and I tell her that too. I tell her that she is a very talented, young, beautiful sister.
He's saying that because it's Women International.
It is,
Well,
but you
I
were handpicked for this show. She was literally handpicked for this show.
Really? Okay.
And DJ Kojak too, because I knew that she's smart enough to be an antagonist to me.
Yeah.
And we knew Kojak was mild enough to be the middle person.
Okay.
And so it's a real dynamic here.
Democrat.
Right. Now you gotta be careful with Kojak because he will Kojak you. Kojak is a verb. So you'll ask him a question, and what will happen, Angelika?
He gonna answer the same. He gonna tell you the same thing you just said. That's what he gonna do. He ain't gonna answer the question. He gonna dance around the question. You be like, what? You forgot what you even asked.
You're real political.
Angelika said the definition of being Kojak is to ask Kojak a question, listen to the answer, and you have gotten nowhere in life.
You be like, you don't waste it all that time. He don't answer the question at all.
That is hilarious. So Memphis Light, Gas, and Water, that's where you worked with, that's where you hired the lovely, talented Angelika. Put this shot on Angelika over
I
while
didn't
she's
leave. I had a baby. I had a baby.
But she was supposed to bring the baby to work with her.
Yeah, I had a baby. Yeah, I want to shoot. Come on now. We should be able to. That'd been nice.
So now let's talk about Memphis Light, Gas, and Water.
Oh, what you want to say?
Look at that. Look, please get that shot. Oh,
get him, Gail. They ain't got nothing for me.
Gail. Okay, Gail. Gail. First of all, you're one of the most talented people in the market. Real talk.
Promise.
Highly sought after. Mayors have hired you. You know, Memphis Light, Gas, and Water, FedEx.
I worked at Light, Gas, and Water 2 times.
2 times.
When I got out of school, when I graduated, I worked a few months at the Tri-State Defender, and we had a general manager who was amazing. Her name was Audrey McGee. I want to give a shout out to her because she was a general manager. And she told me, she said, Gail, you can't stay here. I said, I can't. She said, no, you got to keep growing. You got to keep moving.
Had to push you out.
Yeah. So, and so she, 3 months later, I went to work for Memphis Light, Gas, and Water. I worked there a little over 6 years.
Under who?
Under the president then was
it Rick Masson? Was it not Rick?
No, you're talking about the board, the president of the company.
President of the company.
The president of his company. When I went there, his name was Calvin Hensley, which a lot of people don't remember him. And after him, they hired David Hanson. He was here from out of town, and he stayed there a long time. But anyway, so I worked on I worked on about 5, 6 presidents. Right. But anyway, so I left and went to Federal Express because Federal Express was a new company, a young company, and it was growing. And I just felt like I could learn and grow so much. And believe me, I did. It was so much to learn. And it was a worldwide company. And, I just, Fred Smith, he was amazing. He was a true visionary. And when I look at some presidents of big companies, I look to see if they are the visionary like a Fred Smith. Right. This man, he started out in Little Rock and he's got a C on his paper. But anyway, the way he did the company was amazing. African Americans were able to move up in the company. So I stayed there 16 years. After Jason passed in 1999, I wanted to change. And then I went to work for Mayor Harrington. Yeah. And let me just tell you, working in city government was interesting. But I'm going to tell you, I learned so much working in city government and working for a mayor like Willie W. Harrington.
Shout out to W. Shout out to Doc Harrington.
So in 2004, I went there in 2004. He started, for some reason, the mayor, he was, he wasn't getting along with the council, wasn't getting along with the school board. He wasn't getting along with who else? School board, the whole media.
Right.
So from 2004 to 2007,
Memphis
I promise
tomorrow.
y'all, I didn't sleep. I was out crisis communications every day.
Lord,
I mean, yes,
Yeah.
every day crisis. So I'm a master of the crisis
Right,
communication.
right.
And then of course going to the utility company after
Wait a minute,
that.
hold on before you go to. We got to stay on Doc for a second. Right?
Say, hold on.
Because this was during get the hell out of my office.
Oh Lord!
Right.
I was in there when he told him get the hell out of my office. I was standing right there. I was like, oh Lord!
You're watching the Antonio Parkinson Project.
Oh Lord!
Shake them haters off. Right.
Yeah,
Right.
he had so many sayings that a DJ came up with something. And was like,
Right.
But I was also in one of the city council meetings, y'all, and I ain't call the city council person name. Dr. Heron just said, "Look at how he look at me, y'all.
Right.
Look at how he look. You want to see me in the hall?
Right.
You want to be in the hall?
Right. I ain't gonna say no names either, Brent Taylor. I ain't gonna say no names either. Who's now Senator Brent Taylor? I ain't gonna say no names.
Well, let me clean that up because he and Brent Taylor are the closest friends. After that, they became friends and they remain friends today.
Yeah.
He was on Mayor Harrington's board, and so it just show you also in the political arena, you might have some problems with somebody today and working with them tomorrow.
Amen.
And that's what I try to tell some of these young people today. Like one candidate called me talking about. I said, "Well, have you called so and so to help you?" Well, he didn't help me the last time I run. I said it was the last time. He wasn't against you. He was for somebody else.
Right.
And so when I said you need to call him, and you know what? He made sure she got plenty of money.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So you can't go by just because somebody ain't supporting you today. That don't mean they're against you.
Right.
Now,
It
Gail,
just
you
means
need to tell
they-
some of these old folks that too. You always saying these young folks, these old folks need to know the same thing.
A lot of old folks
They need to know.
help too. They do. They do. But in the political arena, is no permanent enemies.
Right.
Sometimes it is though. Sometimes it is.
Sometimes.
She heard him clear that up.
Occasionally, there are some permanent enemies.
Right. Yeah. Gail, how many times have you told people that, man, you got me blanked up?
Oh Lord.
In what regard?
Right. Look, they done did something. They done did something to you, and you just. So we're talking about permanent enemies, right?
Well,
look at the posture. Please get that posture.
Let me just tell you. I have told my son. I have told Deidre Malone and Norma Lester and a few other folks. They will have a list of people from me that will not be out. They're not allowed in my funeral.
Right.
They ain't allowed in my visitation. I got a real list.
That's that Virgo right there.
That's my real list.
I mean, she ain't gonna be here.
She got that target.
I want them coming there enjoying it. Exactly.
Right.
Oh, my sister, when she passed, she said she didn't want people. She was cremated. She didn't want folks in there looking down on her, knowing just because she gone.
Right. I want to see that list. I want to know. Give us one person on the list, Gail. Come on, Gail.
Tomorrow.
It's not a real long list, but for some reason, y'all, there are people. Every time I raise my head, they are there to kick me in my head.
Right.
Still today, from the political arena from years ago.
That's terrible.
What it is, I'm just saying, it's just how some people are. And that's because I'm Lorraine Jones' daughter. She didn't teach me how to bend and bow and grin when I wasn't funny or bend over when another reason. I don't do all that. I don't go along to get along. People have problems with that.
Check your drawers.
Right.
Check your drawers, Park.
Check your drawers. Hold on, thought, Gail.
But with me, what you see is what you get. I ain't no backstab. I'm not no backstab.
Consistently true.
You know what I'm all about.
Right.
She's gonna be Gail 24/7.
Hey, y'all, don't go anywhere. You're watching the Antonio Parkinson Project. We ain't getting away from Memphis like that, so we're gonna talk about that when we come back.
Wait a minute now.
Grab a backwood and roll up. Grab your cup and let pour up. They didn't want us round it first, but now they act like they know what. Hey, but they show love, yeah, we show out when we show up. I don't even do the liquor, that shit might make me throw up. But we turned up, this the after party. Shit grabbing on my body. White girl got a bottle in the club, and that going all it. Turned up in a wreck the party. We just brought out everybody. No, we got our have some fun. We at the after party.
I'm CJ Davis, Memphis Chief of Police, and you are watching the Antonio Parkinson Project.
You're watching the Antonio Parkinson Project.
Welcome back to the Antonio Parkinson Project. I am Antonio Parkinson, and here with my lovely co-host, Angelika Geli Woods. Give it up for her.
It's been an hour. It looks like it's been an hour. 9 minutes. Bill said 9 minutes. 9 minutes. 9 minutes.
DJ Kojak in the building. DJ Kojak, scratch it up 4 times.
Okay.
You know that?
DJ Kojak ain't green today, y'all. He ain't green.
Yeah, you heard that scratch. I know you did. Right?
I heard.
Gale Carson in the building. Y'all
The
make
Gale Jones Carson.
Carson in the building. Yeah, Gale, thank you again for being here. We truly love and appreciate you. And I knew it was going to be this kind of show. Angelica, didn't we say it?
I said, yeah, we'll be turned up in on Gale.
Right.
Well, look, that was before I thought I was gonna be on here before I started my job, so I had to really cut up.
Oh, yeah. Now you ain't gonna cut up now. President ain't gonna cut up.
Right. Came in here looking like Jessica Rabbit in the
Looking like money.
Man, that's what I'm talking about. Man, but look, Gail. So everybody wants to know what happened at Memphis Light Gas and Water.
Okay, so this what happened.
Oh Lord.
Are we getting first? In here. It got quiet.
Why we always breaking
Gail,
stuff
come on,
over
Gail.
here?
Come on, Gail.
So I have been working since I was 14 years old. Okay. So I ain't had no breaks. So my mother, like I mentioned earlier, she passed in September.
Right.
And so for the whole year, that a lot of people don't know because I don't really discuss my personal business with a whole lot of people. So most of the year, she was either in the hospital for long periods of time, or she was in the nursing home, and I was there every day unless I was out of town. And then when my mother passed, everybody, and so I'm the only person here, the only sibling. Well, I got sister and brother in New York, so I was here. And of course, Denise, she came to visit, my sister from New York. But it took, and then she was sick the previous year. She just continued to get worse, progressive. And so she passed in September. And right after that, a few of my close friends passed. And I was tired. So, in October, I retired. I officially retired from MLGW. And of course, look, my friend, I ain't talked to him in a long time. I ain't called him and set him out. Somebody called him and told him some mess, told him that I got fired from MLGW because I supported the wrong mayoral candidate. But people who know me well know I don't get involved in city elections, definitely not the mayoral election, because the mayor appointed my boss. The city council approved my boss. The city council approved my budget. So I never got involved in any of those races at all. So that was a lie. And so I hate he went on his website and put that out there. Because I guess if somebody called him and told him I jumped off the bridge into the Mississippi River, he would have reported that too. So, that just went viral. I mean, I started getting text messages and stuff. And then other folks, they were spreading rumors saying that I had gotten walked out of the building by security. My last day at Light Gas and Water, I wasn't even in the building. And somebody at Light Gas and Water said, Gail, they even saying that the security people walked you out in handcuffs. And this person said, Gail, we don't even have handcuffs over here. Only the police department had it. Then somebody else said, somebody said that I was in a meeting. I stood up and said, I'm sick of this ass. I'm quitting.
Well, that does sound like you, though.
I know.
Right. Now, that's believable. Right.
Well, but that's not what happened.
Right.
And so, I mean, it was just been all kind of rumors out there.
Yeah.
And so I took a break. I said I was going to be I'll take a break from 6 to 12 months. After the first month, I was real busy. After the first month, I knew I wasn't going to make 12 months.
You stir crazy like a
mother. When I did that 2-year remote work, I thought I was going to, it was a mental crazy place.
Right. Yeah.
But anyway, so then I was out of the country visiting my granddaughter, Jasmine.
We got to talk about Jasmine, too. We're going to talk about her in a second.
And so I got a call. Some people said this position was open at the Urban League. And that some people were excited about me being interested. So I said, okay, I'll go for it. So when I got the job, I actually was off work maybe like 4.5 months. And I got the call one Thursday night. I had the second interview was that Thursday. And I got a call a few hours later that I got the job. And I went to work right after calling the elected officials, different people, seeing how they can partner with us, help us with funding to help our community. We need some sustainable funding. Representative Hardaway. Sustainable. I mean, I'm sorry.
Oh, hell no, this show is over. This show is over with. This show is over with. This show is over with.
Maybe you shouting out
Representative Parkinson, we need the Urban League needs some sustainable funding. So I have really been talking.
Wait for that funding after that blunder. Right.
He'll never forgive me.
Right. Oh, no. On my show.
Oh, his show.
Oh, Lord.
Never forgive me.
Look. Oh, Lord. And Hardaway's going to love this shit. Right. His chest gonna be stuck out. Yeah, he called my name on the show.
Hardaway and I, we've been friends since we went to Christian. I met him at Christian Brothers.
You're watching the Antonio Parkinson Project.
So I officially started work March 5th. After I got back, I went to see my sister last week because she had a milestone birthday last Saturday. So I started officially Tuesday, March 5th on her birthday. But I have been working ever since I got the call because that's what I do. I work because we got to raise money to provide services for the young people, for the senior citizens, those in underserved communities, to help them become economically advantaged in our community. So I'm reaching out to people. Seeing what we can do to partner and bring some money to the organization to provide more programming and uplift the programming that we already have. I'm just going to tell you about one program now. I'm just really excited. We got several of them, but one of them, you know how a lot of people just wake up one day and they want to just start a business. They don't know anything about a business plan. They don't even know anything about how often they're supposed to pay taxes or anything. So we have a 14-week program. And that program takes them from A to Z. They learn everything they need to know about a business. Yeah. And when they get through, they should be able to have a 3-year growth plan.
That's incredible. I'm very excited. Give it up for that. That's incredible. Yeah. Now, how do they access the program? Is there a website or a link?
They can go to the Memphis Urban League website.
Okay, and that's probably memphisurbanleague.org. Is that what it is?
Yes, memphisurbanleague.org.
Okay. We'll make sure we
or even if you just Google it. You just Google Memphis Urban League and you click on the link when it comes up.
Right, and so the program is listed under
all the programs that we have is on our website.
Right.
We have another program that's amazing. We just had some people graduate from it. It's for senior citizens. And they learn basic computer skills. They don't know how to use a computer.
My mother-in-law needed to I'm sorry.
But wait a minute. So this is Comcast. They make sure everyone who completes this 4-week program, they get a free laptop.
Well, that's one good thing Comcast. Yeah. Hey, one good thing Comcast doing because the rest ain't shit. But go ahead. Right.
But I do want to say about the beta program, about the business program, that is funded by TVA. So
nice. Look at Gale pulling all the folks in.
Well, I mean, we got to give a shout out to our funders who are making these programs available for the people in our communities to underserve the youth, the young folks, so they can, become.
Because people always complain there's nothing for young people to do. There's no financial literacy. So
but a lot of people just don't know. Like one young lady I met, she was just talking to me. She said that she would like to, do eyebrows and massages and waxes and stuff all in one. I said, well, what's stopping you? She said, well, but she just said no. She said she had talked to her mother. She had talked to her father. I said, look, and this was before I was at the Urban League and knew all the services that they had available. I said, because this business program would be great for her. But I told her to go to the MMBC. They teach classes on businesses. I told her to go to BBA. I said, you need to just do some searches on the internet and go to this stuff and learn. I said, and some of them have grants. They have free money that you don't have to pay back. So she allowed you. I said, I said in a few years, I'm gonna track you down. I'm gonna see if you've started your business. And I'm gonna see how far you've gone.
Yeah.
That's incredible. Hey, you want to send a shout out to the national president of Memphis? Of the Urban League, Mark Morial.
Hello, Mr. Mark Mario.
Hello, boss.
I haven't met him since I have been working there, but I've met him over the years at different events when he came to Memphis. So I'm looking forward to working with him, his team, building and growing here in Memphis. Awesome. And I'm excited about my new role.
He's a sharp brother. And give it up for Gale Carson, Memphis Urban League. Hey, we're about to build some businesses in here.
And we're going to get help from everybody to help.
Wait a minute. Who everybody got help from? Let me ask a question.
Representative Antonio Parkinson.
Right. You might need to say that about 3 damn times.
In the Tennessee State Legislature, I will give a shout out.
He He gonna let it go.
Look, I'm gonna have to pay for that one for a while.
Oh, you know it's coming. Oh, you know it's coming. You know it's coming. Shit, with that blunder, Urban League gonna have a branch in Raleigh, in the capital.
That's right.
Of
We're
Memphis,
gonna work on that.
Nice.
Memphis.
Yeah, it would. Yeah, it would. Yeah, well, so look, but you know, I noticed a pattern with you though, Gale.
What?
You when you go through tragedy, you tend to switch it up, right? A lot of women, because we're talking about top 5 things women do before they cheat. A lot of women cut their hair and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Gale switched jobs. Gale Gale changed her whole life. Right.
You know,
Give that 600,000. Right.
You like when I lost Jason, I went to work for government.
Right. Right. That's the pattern. See, I study pattern. See, yeah, but that's what I do. You know, that's my baby mama. So I gotta.
He know about that. He know about that. He just need to pay that child support.
Right.
That back child support.
I ain't gotta pay child support if you're making $600K a year.
We'll put that out there room for somebody to be mad. Dang, she making $600K.
So Antonio, Representative Parks, I'll be in Nashville next week.
You gonna be in Nashville?
I'll be in Nashville next week. I need to be. I'm having some meetings with some folks to see how much money I can bring back to Memphis.
That's what's up. That's what I'm talking about. Real talk, though. That's what we're supposed to be doing.
That's right.
Right. Seriously, that's what we're supposed to be doing. Seeing how we can secure the bag for our people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So Gail, look, I guess I ain't gonna hold you. Did we cover everything? Cause I don't want to miss.
I can't. Wait a minute. Have I really been here an hour?
Yeah, Gail said she wasn't gonna stay the whole show.
I said what I said, 30 minutes, 20 minutes.
You've been here the whole show.
Oh, but we do have. It's not me. So that's my disclaimer. Yeah, somebody asking, what's your current relationship status? Look, they trying to holler.
Dang, y'all trying to slide in the
inbox.
Look,
please get that look. Michelle, please get that look. Please, Cat.
I'm very, very private about my personal business. And my friends will tell you they don't know my business.
Is you single or not? That's all we know.
My son Jason used to say all the time. My son who's not here, he said, if you want to keep a secret, that means you can't tell nobody.
I just want to touch on that before we go. So you know, Gail, you know, her son Brian, you know, how much hell did they go through growing up with their friends? You know, looking at their mama like, man, your mama fine. Man, I'd probably be in a fight every day.
They call him
sometimes I don't tell Brian. I ain't tell Brian about some of his friends saying. I ain't tell Brian.
Right. Oh, wow. I can imagine. Can you imagine that household? Right, you bring your friends over to play the game.
They watching.
And look, they ain't playing basketball. They doing like
they watching all that walking through the house.
Yeah, they playing like this. Yeah, right. Oh my god, man! I think I had a crush on some of my friends' mamas too. For real, I ain't gonna lie.
Gosh.
I did. I was a miss.
Well, they had really good, nice friends.
Lies you tell. You just didn't know what they
nice friends.
Baby,
all kind of bad.
Baby, look, all kind of bad thoughts. Right. You ain't got to be present to win thoughts, right? You know them thoughts, right?
Oh God.
Yeah. Gale Carson, thank you so much for being here. We love and appreciate you. You are absolutely amazing. Y'all give it up for Gale Jones.
Give it up.
I appreciate it.
It's been a highly rated show.
I know it is.
It's been the most fun I've had all week.
Yeah, you know, this is the fastest growing podcast in the Memphis market. Seriously.
Well, great.
Seriously, we are knocking numbers down and it's amazing. But we have the beauty, the special thing about us is obviously the chemistry between the co-hosts, but the fact to be able to bring folks like you in, folks like Mayor Paul Young, Mayor Lee Harris and other folks, and be able to get them, and the police director, and be able to get them outside of the shoes of their uniform for a second, right? But also deliver the information, right? And that's the special thing about this show. So we appreciate you.
So y'all all know, everybody, we gotta get this selfie before I get on
it. Right. So look, if you want to be part of the Antonio Parkinson Project, you want to join us sometime. Please make sure that you hit us up and, you know, on social media, and, you know, we'll be happy to give it some consideration, you know, but, you know, make sure you tune in, make sure you subscribe, and make sure you share this show with everyone in your sphere. We truly appreciate it because those numbers do matter. You've been watching the Antonio Parkinson Project. Don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe, and we will see you next week. We out.
You're watching the Antonio Parkinson Project.
Powered by Black Market Strategies.